Welcome to the second entry of Making Home. I was going to lay out some background and context to my journey and how I'm here right now. Really, it's about a year to date when I had, on a Monday night, after making dinner for myself and sitting down to journal, a revelation that all these rules that I had for myself on how things had to look weren't necessarily requirements. It felt like an entire world shift. And all of a sudden, all the things that I had to or should do were up for question. And so began an evaluation from my work, which I was pretty much a banker at the moment, where I lived in a home I'd spent a lot of time putting together in the heart of Los Angeles, and how I spent my time being on a plane every other week, running around, fitting in 6 things on any given day, moving. That journey evolved. I met a person who I'd met once before, and we connected, and I fell in love very quickly. And she was probably a year ahead of me on my journey, having left Los Angeles and moving into her beautiful van. I began to chase her around. I transitioned out of the business I had been building for 6 years, right when it was hitting fullest stride and doing amazing. And by May, I had moved out of my house and moved into the van and was in nature as much as possible, and having lots of spaciousness through long walks and time just being and listening. Different things came in along the way, including an opportunity to do a cob course in June at the Lost Valley Educational Center, building a wall 4 by 12, 7 people over the course of 2 days for under $100. A chance to be at Salmon Creek Farm, which was a community that has beautiful built space, built by hand, started by river, and being in a home built by her 12-year-old son, Salmon, began to awaken things in me and started to evoke some different interests in me and some questioning. Why couldn't this be done by more people who currently don't even have a home? As the journey has continued, I've found myself now in Willits, California, woofing, working on a farm, homestead, learning about all the things that go into living on the land with people who've built a straw bale home with their own hands, and learning each day, going to the library, finding books. So I think that's a little bit of a catching you up to speed. I think I'd probably end by saying, as my nervous system has been resetting and I've been sleeping 10 hours a night, last week something changed, and all of a sudden I couldn't sleep. And instead I had to feverishly write down ideas around this concept, this project of making home. I also felt like I needed to share it. I think I'm going to stop for now, pick up talking about some of the things I've been learning in the books and inspiration that have been coming from, as well as kind of the initial vision of what this project could be. So I really appreciate you giving time and interest, and I hope you continue on. And that's it for me tonight.